Hi everybody. So it's about, God, a while since I filmed this video. Today it's May 7th, so I don't know. It's been a while. I'm redoing the intro to this because I didn't really like the one I had to begin with. It just didn't go in depth enough. And after I edited this video, I noticed that this video might not make a ton of sense. So if you have any questions about it, please leave down below, like, those questions, because I'll try to answer them, just because I know it might be a little bit confusing. I don't know, it makes sense to me when I watch it, but then again, I know my own situation. So I'm not 100% sure, so we'll have to see with that. Anyway, I wanted to just put like a disclaimer that's like a little more in depth. In this video, I do talk about trauma and abuse, so if this is something that you're sensitive to, please don't watch. I'll link some here that are more fun and lighthearted. This is probably the heaviest video I ever uploaded on my channel, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to upload it for multiple reasons. One, because I thought maybe it didn't make sense, and two, because it's personal. And that's another thing that I want to get into, is if you know me in my real life, don't come after me for posting a video about this. One, I don't use any names. If you're in my family or close friends, you know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to disclose that on the internet, because I don't feel that it's fair to that person. So I don't want to take any backlash from anyone being like, oh, well, you can't say that. These are my experiences. I have been told so many times in my life that my experience with trauma and the things I went through are either, one, not true, not that bad, or are like invalid. And to me, they're not invalid. So that's to anybody who's thinking about coming after me in my personal life. Don't do it, because I'm not going to talk about it. It's none of your business, and this is my life and my story, and I'm allowed to share that. Sorry, I'm getting heated. I don't want to go too long into this because this video is very long. Again, if you watch it all the way to the end, thank you. Like I said, it's long, and I tried to edit as much of like the pauses and unimportant stuff out of it, but with keeping the realness and the personal aspects of it. So that's why it is really long. So yeah, anyway, again, this video I do talk about trauma and I do talk about abuse, so I just want you guys to know that. So if it's too sensitive or too much, please feel free to either click off or end. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But if you do watch it to the end, thank you so much for doing so. It means a lot to me. Like I said, this video, it might not make a ton of sense to some people, but if you've ever been through it, it might make some sense. So anyway, just want to make sure I've said everything that I want. Yeah, I think we've cleared up most of it. So again, I hope you do enjoy or get something out of it. I don't want to say for enjoy, because I'm not going to think it's the most entertaining thing. But yeah, I decided that I'm going to upload it. So as real as I can be, this is the video. I'm filming a video that's probably stupid and pointless. I don't know why I'm filming this. I'm in a mood. It's the middle of the night. I just filmed a different video. So it's midnight. I didn't really think about this. So this is an unplanned video. It's probably gonna be, well, I know it's gonna be very raw. Definitely not unedited, because yeah, shit will be here forever. So it's definitely gonna be edited. But I don't talk about my feelings much, and I don't talk about them with people. So talking about how I feel with potentially the world is not as nerve-wracking as it is talking to people. So whether this video ever sees the light of day, I have no idea. But anyway, as you can tell by the title, this is it's gonna be a weird one. Pretty much I've just been thinking a lot, and okay, so this is gonna be a deep video, so just a warning. I feel like I don't belong here, and I mean, like, anywhere. And this sounds so fucking weird. I feel like I don't belong anywhere in this world, and I'm not doing what I love, and I want to do what I love, and I feel like I can't do what I want to do. And pretty much what I mean by that is, like, don't get me wrong, because I love my job, so I'm not gonna go all over my job. I'm not gonna shit all over my job, because I love my job. I love what I do. I work for my family, my grandparents specifically, and I love them, and I love what I do, and I love the business. So, but I work a 9-to-5 job, like most of the world, and I hate it. And I don't hate what I do, I hate the idea of it. I hate the idea that we live in this world where you wake up, you go to work, you come home, you do that 5 days a week, and then you have 2 days off, and you live your whole life for those 2 days off, and you're like wasting all your time. And I know people out there are okay with that. They're okay with living that life, and I hate it. And I know that there's so many people out there who feel this same way, so maybe someone who's watching this feels this way. And let's try and make this make sense, because I'm 3 minutes in, and it's almost 4 minutes in, and it's not making sense. I'm going to say this in the most raw way possible, and I don't want to come off as, like, I don't want to come off wrong when I say this, but essentially, I hate my life. And I hate being a mom. I love Lacey. I don't hate every aspect of my life, but the direction my life is going, I hate so much. And you shouldn't wake up every single day and not want to live. And I'm not saying that as if I want to die, because that's not where I'm going, because I wake up every day and I want to live. I want to want more. And I don't have it. And I wake up every day of my life in fear, stressed out, not knowing what I'm doing, if I'm good enough, if what I'm doing is enough. And that sucks. And I don't know if I'm even gonna upload this. And if you're watching and you know me, like in my real life, don't take this, I don't know, because I don't know how this is gonna sound until I actually edit it. So pretty much my living situation isn't good. It hasn't ever been good. And what I want is to be able to afford to move out, get my own place, and live the life that I want. And I know certain things that I want to do, but I feel like I can't do it. I feel like I've been told so many times that I can't, and it's drilled in my head that I can't. I live my life doing things that I think would make me happy. And I know that we all do this. I know that every person out there, you know, everybody has their thing. For me, sometimes it's shopping, scrolling through stuff online. And these things are never, I don't know. We're 7 minutes into a video, and none of it makes sense. I want to be happy. I want to wake up and know what it feels like to be truly happy. I want to do the things in life that I want to do, not what other people want me to do or what other people want to do. I want to live where I want to live, have the job that I want to have. I want to travel the world and go to places I've always dreamed of. The truth is, I have no idea who I am, and I never got a chance to find out who I am. Very young, it was taken away from me, and I spent so long trying to figure out who I am. The moments I feel most at peace with who I am is, I look back at the first video I ever filmed, as horrible as it is. And I went on a cruise by myself, and I went on a vacation by myself. I went to places that I love. I was able to think for myself and know what it truly felt like to be free, even if it was only for a moment. And that, when you finally know what it feels like to be free when you've been trapped your entire life, is insane. And it's amazing, and I want to wake up every day and feel like that. I picture myself in my own place with my daughter and Bobby, and just being happy. And being able to wake up and say, I'm doing this today. I'm gonna go here today and just be content. It's not even about being happy all the time, it's just being content and trying to overcome all this shit I've been going through my entire life, and I feel like I can't. And I know that it's hard to understand because I've never talked about that. And briefly in a couple videos ago, I mentioned about having PTSD, and I mentioned, you know, abuse that I went through and still go through. And it's hard talking about that because I'm literally just shitting all over other people who aren't here to defend themselves. And it breaks my heart because I think one of the hardest things that I have to do is I love this person so much. Shit, I'm gonna cry. They're a huge part of my life, and I have good experiences with them. And I know they've done a lot for me in my life, and they've helped me through certain things in my life. But when it boils down to it, they're also horrible. And it's hard because it's like, I don't know if this person knows what they've done to me. I feel like I don't know. They have to know what they did to me is wrong. And very quickly throwing in here, it is not Bobby. So I don't want anyone to think that. He's never done anything to me. So I don't know if this person knows what they did to me was wrong. They have to, because I don't know how you can do things to someone. You can hurt them physically, emotionally, mentally. I'm looking for another word, but I don't know what it is. I don't know how it is that you'd be able to do that to somebody and not know that it's wrong. And I can't help but, I just don't know. And there's a lot about my past that I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I want to know. And I also don't know if I want to know. I also feel like I shouldn't know because I'm afraid it would make it worse. But essentially what I'm trying to say is I want to stop running. I want to figure it all out. And I want to be happy, and I just wonder if cutting off this person completely is the only way to be happy. But I also don't want to do that because I still love them. I'm making this video now. I'm sitting in a bathroom in my grandparents' house in Florida. And it's essentially it's my second to last night here. And I just spent 3 weeks here, pretty much quarantined. And I don't care. Because I wake up every morning and I'm okay. Because I know the second I wake up, I'm not going to walk out and do something wrong. I'm not going to get yelled at or accused, manipulated. And I like that. And I love Florida so much because it's one of the only safe places. It's as far as away from home as I can be. Not as I can, I could be further, but as I feel comfortable. And it's warm here. I love being outside. I hate the cold, so there's a bunch of other reasons why I love it here, but a lot of these happy memories that I have with this person is here. I don't know if it's just getting away from the stress of life made them better to me. I don't know. But I think about it, I'm happy, and I want to live here. But there's other reasons why it's not exactly easy to. Other than one being that my entire family lives home in New Jersey. And I mentioned this in the other video that it's like everywhere I turn in New Jersey is just another traumatic experience, another event, another just something that I'm trying not to make this super long. But I don't have anyone to talk to. I could talk to Bobby about it, but he doesn't get it enough. And I can only bring it up so many times before it's annoying to everybody. I don't know, so maybe someone out there will listen, but that's what I want. I look at how happy I was on that trip a year ago. And I look at myself the day I came home, breaking down in tears because I didn't want to be there. I was happy to see Lacey and Bobby, but if it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd ever come back. I don't hate every aspect of my life. There's a lot that I love. I have family members who are extremely supportive of me and what I do, and that is great because I never felt like I had that. I have friends. I have Lacey and Bobby, and there's a lot that I do like about my life, and But I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying now. I just want to be raw and real. And I don't want to be that, like, bummer on YouTube who's just going on and on about how awful their life is and how much their life sucks, because I know there's a lot of them out there. But really, in hopes, I just hope that, I don't know, maybe there's someone out there who feels the same way I do, and maybe someone can talk to me. Because I feel alone. I feel like I don't belong anywhere. I have no place to truly call home. And not like a place, but like, I feel like I'm running. I'm always running. I'm always planning the next place I can go, and the next thing I can do, and all in attempts to find something. And I don't even know what that something is. I chase freedom and love and acceptance and happiness. Because I made it a goal in 2019 that I would be happy. Because in 2017 I lost my baby. I got pregnant after that. The pregnancy with Lacey was stressful, and then I had Lacey, and for a moment, for just one moment, everything felt okay. And then the world just went to shit. Not the world, just my world. And the person, they did something that took me back many, many, many years. And it was hell. I had to take on a role that I didn't want to take on. I had to worry or not about this person all the time if they were going to live or die. And that was brutal. They stole from me a lot of money and never even said I'm sorry. Because in their mind, it's okay what they did, because it was just, because they were told so. That your actions are justified if you are under the influence of something. And I don't think that that's true, because regardless of what you do, if you're under the influence or not, whether someone's telling you to do it or not, you should still be responsible for the things that you've done to other people. And the thing is, I never asked for the money back. I just wanted a simple "I'm sorry." And I know that's asking a lot, and it's asking too much, and I'll never get it, and need to just accept that, but I feel like I'm rambling on again, and I've kind of lost my train of thought where I was going with that. Again. So, needless to say, this happened, and I got out. For a little bit, I moved out, for about 6 months. I went to a place that I could. It was me, Bobby, and Lacey, because I couldn't do it anymore. There's so much that I want to say that I know that I can't say or shouldn't say. Not yet, at least, and maybe someday I will. And why is that red? There's a lot that I shouldn't say yet. But we got out for a little bit. And then I had to move back in to my house with this person. And when the new year came around, I decided that I needed to focus on myself and be happy. And for whatever reason, I planned a vacation, and that made me happy. It's something that I love doing, planning vacations and traveling, and mainly because it's freeing, and I absolutely love the feeling of being free. Like, I can do anything, go anywhere, no one to tell me what I can and cannot do. And then I started doing things throughout the year, things that I started facing fears and things that getting out of my comfort zone because I had to. And then for whatever reason, I took a step back, and I don't know why. I think it was okay until December. And Bobby was away for work, and I filmed this day, and it was the day we got the Christmas tree. It's in a little bit of a clip of it of Lacey picking out the Christmas trees in a video somewhere, and that day I vlogged, and I deleted the footage because this person and I got into a fight, and it was the things that they say to me is awful. And I recorded this conversation because I wanted to be able to show some people, Bobby included, because this doesn't happen around other people. other than my sister, but that's beside the point. I can't listen to the footage. Listen, well, it's mainly just the floor and sound, so I can't listen to it because it is extremely triggering. And a lot of the conversation in my own mind, I forget. I don't remember much of it. A lot of arguments I don't remember. Ask Bobby. If him and I get in a fight, we literally need to revisit the whole thing a day later because I don't remember it. I can't. I don't know why. I remember little tiny bits and pieces, but mainly I'm too stressed out and I don't remember the fight itself. Well, I remember it happening. I just don't remember what was said or done. Anyway, but I remember certain things that were said, things that are extremely hard to hear and that hurt really, really bad. And I sat on the floor in my bedroom pretty much screaming into a pillow that I can't do it anymore. And I think that was my breaking point, that I just couldn't do it anymore. Not live, not life, do that. That way of living, that the arguing and the abuse, I can't take it anymore. So I broke down and I left. And that was the first time I ever packed up some stuff and left without any intention really of coming back, not at that moment. Now I took Lacey with me. She was napping during this whole argument, so thank God she wasn't around for it, but I went to my dad's. I'm trying not to get too upset about this because it's one of the hardest. This hits me so hard and I don't know why, and I don't know if I want to know why. I went to my dad's because my dad's is my safe place. It's the only place in this whole world that I can just go to and feel like nobody in this world can hurt me. Because there is no better blessing in this world than my father. I hope that if he's watching this, it's like, I just love him. Because he's never screamed and he's never yelled and he's never hurt me. And I know he never will. I have to correct myself. Because this is not how I wanted this video to go at all. Oh my god. But so I went there and I calmed down and I felt safe and I came home that night because Lacey wasn't sleeping. I barely packed enough stuff for her. I didn't want to go home. And now, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but when I go home, this person just, they act like it never happened. The argument never happened. Which is a good thing, because I don't want to walk in and be screamed at again, or it'd be started up again, because then it would never end. At the same time, I wish I could go to them and discuss, like normal adults, what had happened and our issues, and talk it out, but I can't, not with them. Because they're never wrong. They're always right. Everything they do is right. Everything they do is justified. So anyway, that was my breaking point, and ever since then I've had a really, really hard time coming back from it. I'm sorry I keep zoning out. It's extremely triggering to talk about. I just wanted someone to talk to. And if you listen and you're this far in the video, thank you. Thank you for listening, because I don't talk about this. Shit, I don't even talk about this with my therapist, who I see often. I put so much money into my therapist. A year, what was it? I started seeing her about a year ago. And I discuss, I'm sorry I keep making noise, it's disgusting, I know. I discuss about, we talk about the in-depth trauma that I remember and then trying to work through it. But I don't get real. And it's because I'm scared to, because I'm always just afraid of it. I don't know why. It causes me anxiety. I don't talk about it with people because I feel like I burden them. I've been going on for a long time. Hopefully I can make this video make sense and I chop it up, but there's not going to be an intro. I know I'm going back and forth and it's probably like just rambly fucking word salad, but I need an outlet. that's not my own brain, because maybe, just maybe, it's another step that I can recover from. Maybe it's actually another main reason I started YouTube, was to have an outlet. And I realized very quickly that I love YouTube. I love filming. I love talking. So, but I'm also not great at it. I'm not great at editing. I had higher hopes, I guess. But then again, I don't want to focus on numbers, on subscribers and views, because really, honestly, it's all about one subscriber and one view. And if you're that one person, I've said this in a video before, that watches me, if you click on it, every video I post for whatever reason, thank you. I don't know why anyone would want to watch me, because I'm rambly and I'm boring, and I just, thank you. This video is going to be really freaking long, and I don't want it to be, so I'm gonna have to cut it off soon. But this is how I feel every day, and I don't want to feel like it anymore. And I want to make this video, and I want to say this because I want to make a change so bad, and I want to start enjoying my life, and I want to put aside all the toxic BS I go through, and I want to focus on my life, me, Lacey, my relationship. I want to build that, because I've gone almost completely numb. It's been a long time since I've felt real good emotions, not this fake, I don't know what I'm saying. I just zoned out again. I want to do it, if not for me, but for Lacey. Because one thing I know for damn sure is that I do not want her growing up with that type of toxic stuff in her life. I'm trying not to curse, because I curse all the time, so that's new to me to not. But I also don't want to like overload a video with bad language. Anyway, I want Lacey to be happy. I want her to have a childhood that I didn't have. I want her to have dreams that I couldn't achieve, because no matter how much I dreamt of things I wanted to do, I felt like they were so unachievable because I was told they were. I never finished school, but I want her to. I want her to make a life for herself and be free and be happy, because we kind of have to break the cycle somewhere. She doesn't deserve that. Not that she has it at all, because I'd never yell at her. Well, other than, we're all parents yell, we get frustrated, but she'll never be abused. She'll never be hurt. She'll never wonder at 6 or 7 years old what she did wrong and what she did to deserve what she got. She never will. Because she's my baby and she's the light of my life, and man, if I couldn't have it, she does. She needs it. So anyway, I'm gonna start ending this here because it's already really long again. If you grew up in any similar situation, and I know I didn't go into depth with it, maybe someday I will. I want to. I want to talk about just my journey with mental health, because it's long and it's lifelong. I mean, if we go into perspective, it probably started at birth. So a lot of neglect and trauma brings you a lot of shit. What am I talking about? I don't know where I'm going with that. Again, I'm leaving a lot of this in because I don't know. Anyway, I want you to know that it is possible to overcome it, even though I haven't. I know it's possible because I've been told by so many people that it is. And you can break the cycle if you've been through trauma and you're afraid to have kids, because I know I was, because you're afraid that you will be your abuser. That you can break that cycle as long as you know you can. Because there's moments with Lacey where I get frustrated and I get a glimpse of that other person in me, and I'm disgusted. So therefore, I suppress that, because I'm not gonna hurt my child, ever. No child deserves that. So anyway, now that I've gone on for another 15 minutes, I'm gonna try and edit this video and cut it down as much as I can and leave in what's important, take out what's not, because there's a lot of rambling. But anyway, if you watched this far, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. If you got anything from it, please give me a big thumbs up. Comment, let me know. Well, I'm sorry, I'm really tired. It's the middle of the night, and I just talked about, when I talk about this, I always get like zoned out. I'm sorry. Anyway, hit subscribe. I'm gonna leave in the end screen some lighter content, some more fun stuff, I guess, to lighten the mood. But anyway, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time you upload a new video, and I really hope to see you in the next one. And I hope you stick around after this and you're not too freaked out by me, because I feel like, yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna go.